let's see what is AutoGen and how does it help. So AutoGen is basically a open source framework to build multi-agent AI applications. Since it is open source, so you don't have to make any payment to use this framework, and it provides many libraries using which we can create either a single agent application or multi-agent application where multiple agents are collaborating together to complete some task. Now there are many different components in AutoGen framework. One of the base library is AutoGen core library, which is the base of many libraries. AutoGen framework supports asynchronous messaging, which means agent can communicate through asynchronous messages. So basically the framework supports both event driven architecture and request response interaction pattern. So it is up to you which architecture you want to follow. Based on your need or use case, you can use either event driven architecture or you can use request response interaction pattern to develop your application. On top of AutoGen core library, agent chat library is developed, using which you can develop different kind of applications. It provides very easy to use APIs using which you can develop various kind of application. So agent chat library is very easy to use, and if you are starting with AutoGen framework for the first time, you should start with the AutoGen agent chat library only, because it provides easy to use APIs to create agents or teams where multiple agents will be collaborating. Next is the extension library, which is built using core and agent chat library. Extension library gives us access to many third-party services. For example, if you have to connect to any LLM service like OpenAI or Olama, then we will be using extension library to connect to these services. AutoGen framework provides us flexibility to develop our own custom extensions also. So if there is a need, you can develop your own extension using AutoGen framework. Another tool in AutoGen ecosystem is AutoGen Studio. It provides us easy to use user interface using which we can develop AI agents. It is a low code or no code framework, and if you are not good with programming, you can use AutoGen Studio to develop AI agents. Another tool in AutoGen ecosystem is AutoGen Bench, which provides developers to benchmark their agents by measuring and comparing performance across tasks and environments. So basically you will be developing multiple applications, you will be developing multiple agents, and at times you have to decide which agent is working better, which agent is not performing well, so that you can make the final conclusion that which agent you are going to deploy in your production environment. All these benchmarkings you will be able to do using AutoGen Bench library. And another important component in AutoGen framework is Magentic One. It is a console-based multi-agent assistant for file and web related tasks. So if you have multiple files present in your project, you can use Magentic One. It will be easily able to read those files and act upon it. If you are developing applications where web search is required, you can use Magentic One, and it is a very powerful tool for doing web research. So let's have a quick summary of all these important libraries. So very first library is AutoGen core library, which is an event driven programming framework for building scalable multi-agent AI systems. As the name says, core, AutoGen core is the base library of many other libraries in AutoGen ecosystem. The next important library is AutoGen agent chat. AutoGen agent chat is built on the top of core, and it provides easy to use API to develop AI agents. Another library is AutoGen extension, which is the implementation of AutoGen core and agent chat library that connects with external services or libraries, for example LLMs. AutoGen Studio is a user interface based app for prototyping and managing agents without writing code. So it is a low code or no code framework. Also AutoGen Studio is built on top of agent chat library, and Magentic One is a console based multi-agent assistant for web surfing or file based tasks. It is also built on top of agent chat.